You're live. Hi guys. God kväll Andreas. So, as I told you last time, you can see here the lighting is a bit different when it's summer outside. So, yeah. How many people have we? 14 people. Hey. Walter, Carl, Mexican Bob, Tony, Andreas. Yeah. Hoping can you hear me? Am I audible? Just gonna make sure everything works for it, because as you know, I am no black belt in tech. Real Cygnus. Stupid. Yes, there are. Do you hear me? Yep, hear you. Thanks, Gary. Audio good. Thanks, Walter. Slim. Yep. So, last night I think about Flurspect. Hey, Rante. People, if you're not checked out Flurspective Rante's new channel, that's hilarious. Chin chin. That's gonna stick with you. Yeah. I think it's about 24 hours ago or something. Gary made a new video. I haven't seen it yet. I thought I would take it live. I saw his chat up here, something about eye level and water tubes. So I'm guessing there's no drawing in there that I waited for 2 years. Effie Perry, hey! Bert Rickles, hey, thanks. So, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pop on my headphones. Come on, cable. Like that. And you can see his window. I commented back here 9 hours ago, and it didn't respond to that one. So I'm really not sure what this is all about. What I did see here was James Mann. I don't know who this Tommy guy is, but it certainly shows himself to be dishonest. Okay. So, I'm going to start this video. Could you please let me know right away if there's sound or not? Because again, I'm no tech black belt.
Poor Tommy. He screwed up, but doesn't know it.
Poor Tom. That was low. That was really low. Gary, you need to speak up. Could you hear it? We hear it. Thanks. Then I'm just going to turn up that sound a bit, because it was really low down here. It was that one. I'm just going to turn it up here a bit. Desktop audio. There's a plane above here. I don't have that. There. 3 decibels. I think that's okay. So, back to the live stream. Sound. Cool. It's a bit louder now. I turned it up just a bit. So, let's magnify that thing and let's see what happens. Again, I haven't seen it before, so 8 minutes and 13 seconds. We're going to cut it up, hopefully. So, I have the screen, I have the chat, you guys. Let's go.
Poor Tommy. He screwed up, but doesn't know it. I've let it sit for a while, but I was bored, so I thought.
Still really damn low. Can you hear everything he says? It's hard in the sound in here. If it's okay, I'm going to continue. Hit fine, yeah.
I'll show you something from Tommy's videos. Here Tommy used...
back at the end of the world. Okay. Thanks, Gary.
some water tubes to try to show where his eye level was on this lighthouse. Now Tommy didn't really know for sure. He said
the video is there, but it's a still image as far as I can see. but it's really low.
At about 70 feet, but he wasn't sure. He said you could take it anywhere from 50 to 100 feet. He didn't care.
Yeah, about 70 feet. That was before I got the surveyor's map from the, what do you call it, municipality or something, the authority down there. Then I got the height correct. That was well after my first visit. This is from my either first or second visit down there. Loud and clear, thanks. Yeah. What's his on about here? And as I said, he can choose anything between 50 and 100 feet to debunk this observation. That's what I've been waiting for 2 years now, for that drawing.
Well, anyhow, his camera's completely out of focus on these tubes. Have you ever taken...
There's a reason for that. I'm just going to stretch out of the frame for just a few seconds. There. So, it's out of focus. Back to me again. There. Thing is, this bad boy here doesn't focus that well on that short distance from where I'm standing, 4 or 5 meters, to that one and the lighthouse. That just doesn't happen. Even with my 24-70mm, it's too wide of too far for the focus. So yeah, I really don't see the problem though. Oop. Sorry, Gary. That's a big one. Yeah. Let's continue.
In a glass of water and tried to line your eye perfectly over the surface of the water. And tried to line your eye perfectly. Well, anyhow, his camera's completely out of focus on these tubes. Have you ever taken a glass of water and tried to line your eye perfectly over the surface of the water? It's not that easy.
As Flashpected, Ranty says, expecting something 10 feet away and 10 miles away to be in focus. Yeah, that's probably it. A glass of water, Gary. I don't. I can use this one. Let's say you're on an airplane. Take a glass of water and fill it. Those are usually just see-through blank plastic. Fill it halfway up or something. Hold it towards the window and look. And you see that horizon is damn low. So yeah, that's what you can use water for. I saw Gary here earlier. He's not now. Cat paw, hey. Continue.
Even when it's clear and it's right in front of you. He's got 2 tubes, or it's 1 tube, but 2 ends. They're quite a bit apart.
Yeah, 1 tube usually have 2 ends. You're right about that one, Gary. I'll give you 1 point. 1 tube has 2 ends.
He's completely out of focus.
A ring doesn't have any ends.
There's also a meniscus on
Sorry.
the tubes. You can't see any of that in this picture.
Yeah, meniscus. No video. Thanks, guys. Nothing happened, so you didn't miss anything. Meniscus, yeah. Can you see my cursor on the screen here? I'm just going to check. I'm not sure. There is a cursor, but that don't stuck. But again, it's a freeze frame cat paw now. I switched over. Atlas 6355. That's a new one. Hey, welcome to the channel. That one, I agree it is 100% accurate lined up, but I tried, and including the meniscus, I put a line through the meniscus. And as I also learned later, small tubes are not good for this.
One thing about...
Yeah, exactly, Carl. It's not required to be 100%, not for us, but the flat Rs, yeah. But because 99.9% accurate, and the Earth is flat.
Water levels like this, it's very hard to see any of that in this picture. One thing about water levels like this, it's very hard to tell if you're right at the surface, just slightly above, or just a little bit below. The observer watching his video.
Yeah, actually it is. It's a fine line, again, as Carl said here, 100%. It will never be 100%. Oh, Gary. I'm 1 minute 38 into your video now, and yeah. Sorry, man. Oof. This doesn't look good for you. So, as I have showed earlier, this line here, if it's not 100%, it still hits that lighthouse about on the same spot. And that doesn't make any changes to the wind turbines down here. Nothing.
Would not know the difference. Tommy doesn't know the difference. That's why he gives you an out of focus picture where you can't.
I know the difference, Gary. And as I said, the reason, as you can hear, the reason why it's out of focus is because with this thing here, you can't focus on something close up and something far away at the same time. That's just impossible. Even with the 24-70 lens I have, which I also use for this, probably that one, it's just impossible to have something in front of your camera and something far away in focus. Yeah, I'm playing, Gary. Please, calm down. I'm playing. Good part at the end. Owie. Oh dear. I'm going to find the later. I'm going to find the folder I see from End of the World, and you can see my cursor here. Yeah. So the meniscus is just about cut in half here and cut in half here. It's a bit below, but that doesn't change anything that happens back here. Let's continue.
Actually tell. But what happens is if you're slightly below the top of the level of the water, this is what you're going to see.
Slim, Blackpool Tower image makes the point better. Well, I can show later. This isn't a good photo image. I have better ones that I shot later. So, Gary, again, I can't have focus on both the tubes and the lighthouse at the same time. That's impossible. Yeah, Gary, read Bert Rickles there.
If you're right at the surface.
Oh, and Gary, it went black there for a while. Are we here? I think we are. Gary, next time I make a video, please speak up. You are barely hearable. Not that I want to listen to you, but it's easier if I can have something to go with. We'll be back here. Sorry. Don't hold your breath. Yeah.
The top of the level of the water, this is what you're going to see. If you're right at the surface, that line is going to be somewhere way down lower.
If you're at the surface, the line's going to be way down lower. Yeah. What are you talking about, Gary? Make a drawing of this. Just a couple of lines, 3 or 4 lines. That would be great. Just make a drawing and show how this is supposed to work on a flat surface. 2 years, Gary. I did it in less than 10 seconds. Sorry. I'm still waiting, Gary. Oh.
As we'll see in one of Tommy's other videos.
Hey.
So here Tommy is trying to claim that that's 70 foot on the tower. This line he puts across is just a line he added, saying that's his eye level.
Yeah, that's a line that I had. That's why it's nice to have that lighthouse there, because I have something to attach that line at, so I know where my eye level is. And again, at that time, that was before I get the surveyor's map with all the heights. So I didn't have the heights exactly. After I got that map, I got more accurate, about 72 feet, I think it is. 22 meters, 73, yeah. So the heights are more accurate now. So why even use this old stuff, Gary? I've been back there many times after this. This is old stuff.
That's not his eye level.
That's not his eye level. Hi, Insider. That isn't my eye level, Gary. I asked before and you said no. Does eye level bend? And you said no. So, what are you talking about?
As we'll show.
You will show it, okay?
In a minute.
In a minute.
Somewhere on that boat is probably his eye level.
Huh? Somewhere on that boat. I don't know how tall that boat is. I know that Stena Line boat where I had before. No, not Stena Line. Color Magic, sorry. Because that's 44 meters high. Now 22 meters, I'm just halfway up that boat ship. But that's one, I think it's a bit further away. As Rumpus said one time about the lighthouse, I think that was actually you, Rant, perspective, who told me you measured with a ruler and stuff the height of that lighthouse, and it should be here and there. And Rumpus said something about, well, it does actually follow the curvature at 4.7 kilometers, so it should be a bit lower than expected. And of course, that boat there is also a bit further away, because curvature. So yeah, my eye level is straight out from my eyes, verified by that water level.
And those wind turbines you can see in the background. Here is Tommy's tube setup.
Yep.
There's no way you can line up a camera to know that you're perfectly over the surface.
Verticals, going back a bit, should be 40 meters. The lighthouse itself is about 43 meters, but if you measure from the water line to the light itself, it's about 47 meters, so it's a bit higher up. But again, the measurements there are not important. It's just a nice way to place to put my line of reference, point of reference, yeah.
Setup. There's no way you can line up a camera to know that you're perfectly over the surface.
There is no way to line up a camera. Well, I think I did pretty good there, Gary. Who needs a drawing? Gary, I need a drawing. Carl needs a drawing. Bert needs a drawing. Walter needs a drawing. Carl Edwards needs a drawing. Tony needs a drawing. Insider needs a drawing. Atlas needs a drawing. Perspective, Ranty needs a drawing. FEP Review needs a drawing. Real Cygnus needs a drawing. Slim needs a drawing. So, yeah. Make that drawing, Gary. It should be really easy. It's just 3-4 lines.
Especially with an out of focus picture. It's impossible. Yeah,
impossible. Well, 100% of course it's impossible, but again, 99.9% doesn't make the Earth flat, Gary. Sorry, that's not how it works.
But
we need a drawing. Thanks, Carl. Somewhere on that boat. No, Gary, it isn't. Eye level doesn't bend. Sorry.
we'll get back to that. And remember, I said it's very easy to be slightly below or slightly above and not know the difference.
Yeah, but as I also said, Gary, in one of the videos I had over there, I'm probably going to show it later. We're soon to be halfway in the video. I'm going to show that video where I lifted and lowered the camera on that water level, and you can see the difference. Too strong for me, hey! Yeah, tilting doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter anyway how you point the camera. That doesn't matter at all.
Even on a clear picture, let alone two tubes that are this spaced apart with an out of focus camera.
The thing is, Gary, when I lined up that, I took this lens off and I put the other lens on the 2470 and I focused with that. I took off that lens, so put this one on. You see, this isn't a P900, P9000, P1000. This is a real camera, so I can do this. And focused, put this one on, and to show everything is online, I have to take one photo. I can't take one with the 2470 in focus, switch to this and focus on the other part. It doesn't work like that. So in order to have one photo, I need to use that one. Oh dear, Gary.
See, this is what Tommy likes to say, that his eye level is above those turbines.
Yes, it is. Well over those turbines by a mile, not a mile, but yeah. Level doesn't bend. Well, it does. It follows the curvature of the the water surface or something of the Earth. Yeah. Merriam-Webster, definition of level, part 3. Hey, Harry Warp. Ooh, a live stream. Yeah. I'm just watching Gary's video. You spare yourself now for quite a lot of pain.
What do we see in this picture? Those turbines are on some hills. You can see the hills in the background, but they're further away, quite a bit further away. And you can see them above what? A water line behind the island.
Yeah, there's some water back there, Gary. Yep.
It's hard to see, but you can see it.
You can see it.
So somewhere on those hills is Tommy's eye level.
No, my eye level is up here, not down here. If my eye level was down here, I'd tilt the camera downwards. That's not eye level.
Not at the top of that tower where he has the line.
It's not at the top of the tower, Gary, it's above. And as Slim says here, attention seeker, yeah. Thing is, Gary, when you're trying to get someone's attention, you just explode all over YouTube. You leave comments left, right, and all over the place. Attention seeker much. Wow. Max X, hey.
Drawn. Here's a follow-up video Tommy did later. And he's showing
Gary, why this photo? Why do you use this one? It's out of focus. I lifted the camera yeah, a bit above the water line. And you cropped it in to make a shit of it. Why, Gary? Oh, sorry, I need to find this folder in here. I'm gonna do... Gary, what are you doing? Is it this one maybe? Nope. If you're in 1 millimeter below, yeah, you can see, Gary, why you choose this one, I don't know, because that one is clearly out of whack. Out of whack, yeah, something. Maybe in here. I have 2 folders to show. Nope. We'll find that photo. Probably this one. Yeah. And magnify. I think this is the right one, or just close at least. So, Gary and the rest of you can see. Here clearly I have raised the camera a bit. And you did this just because you wanted to have a shitty photo. I raised the camera. That's totally obvious here. And now I'm pointing, or the water is going down in the frame. So now the lighthouse seems higher. In the next one, I do the exact opposite. I lower the camera, and now the waterline is different. Now you can see here, this is the result of raising and lowering the camera. This is what happens. Thing is, Gary, nothing changes out here with the turbines. So eye level or not, turbines are still there. But I don't know why you chose to use this one. Why? Okay, we passed halfway. Damn!
A water tube again, 2 water tubes. Well, first of all, you can see he's slightly off kilter.
Yeah? By purpose.
But where's his eye level if this is his claim? Where's...
What do you call it? Off kilter? Off kilter? And yeah, I think it's, yeah. This is on purpose, Gary, to show what happens when it's not in line. This is exactly to show what happens. That doesn't do anything to the lighthouse, to the turbines. So, what's your point, really? Cherry picking. Yeah, exactly, Carl.
Where's his eye level? It's not.
Walter, heart for Snark. Hey, Snark, the Snark. Hey, why the heart? Is he hurt? I got curious now. Sorry, a little bit back.
You can see he's slightly off kilter.
My purpose.
But where's his eye level if this is his claim?
Thing is, Gary, my eye level changed by, let's say, just 1 centimeter, or in your language, under half an inch. I lowered and raised the camera just a little bit. It was probably from there to there, just a centimeter. That's the difference between those 2 photos. All of that. Do you think that is what says the Earth is flat? Because I did this. I also have a video of it so you can see the difference. Yeah, guys. Earth is flat. Oh, it's heavy. Tribute to Flat Out. Oh, I need to see that. Guys, the Snark has made a video about Flat Out. And Flat Out, we haven't seen him for a while. He's awesome. So, after this, head over to the Snark. Just after this, I'm just going to make 2 very short videos. One channel announcement and one invitation, maybe? Yeah. So, I'm just going to make 2 videos after this and post them later. 2 very, very short videos. Margin 1 centimeter, yeah, exactly, Insider. We have 1 centimeter to go on. Let's continue.
Where's his eye level? It's not clear up there on the lighthouse, which is on the...
Gary, it's not supposed to be on the lighthouse. I raised the camera. Is that lighthouse, of course. is actually higher than before because I went from this to that, from there to this. So eye level is actually raised, but by doing that, those two water tubes, I'm looking down at them. So my eye level doesn't go down with the water. My eye level is still right out there, and I raised it by 1 centimeter. So oh Tommy admits it's not possible. Now ask him if 1 little millimeter below will be noticeable on screen to the observer. 1 millimeter, Gary. I will show you later. I've showed this before and I will show you later. This is no drawings necessary. You can't make it, Gary, just admit it. You can't make it. It's impossible for you. I made it in less than 10 seconds, and for you, it's impossible. Just admit it. Continue.
The right side of the island. In fact, it looks like it's right about the water level.
No, Gary. It's not. Don't you see that water there is not in line? Again, I raised the camera by 1 centimeter, so my eye level is 1 centimeter higher than before. I'm looking down at the water tubes. That's not eye level. Seriously, Gary. Yes, Narc. I'm going to commit some dangerous crimes here, Gary.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah, Gary, it's damn funny. Let's play that one more time.
Looks like it's right about the water level. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, Gary. This is funny as hell. Oh.
So his eye level is actually on a place in the distance far beyond the island, but it shows that his mark on the tower or the lighthouse was completely inaccurate.
What? Gary, this is inaccurate. Why are you showing this? I never used this as anything. But a camera that is slightly below or slightly above does affect the background in relation to your... No. Gary, again, I raised the camera 1 centimeter. It was still level. I didn't tilt it. I just raised it straight up. Using the... 2 seconds again, sorry. Good thing I have my camera equipment just 2 meters away here. So, again, Gary. Only thing I did. Oh! Cables. There. Only thing I did was raise this thing by 1 centimeter. That's everything I did. That's all the change. I never tilted it. I didn't do this. That was damn straight. I also have some water levels thingies here. So 1 centimeter up and down. That's all I did. No, Gary. I don't say the water turbines are less than 70 feet tall. I say there's curvature. There's dinner for you. Sorry, yeah. Curvature, Gary. Curvature. The Earth isn't flat. This hurts already. Okay. 3 minutes to go.
Here's another picture he took. It's from the other side with the tower now on the left.
This is one of many photos, and I didn't use this one either. This is just to line up my camera. I probably just flicked... Let's do this again. I probably just went like this in the video just to find a photo to use. And you screen capped one of these one, probably this one. I never used this, Gary. This is nothing I used. This is again just as a calibration or focusing or something. I never used this photo for anything. Why did cherry pick and sorry, Gary. Wow. Living on the camera. Yeah. Let's see about that one. Info. Yeah, right about there. Can you see that one? I have the level here. That isn't an instrument of precision. Slim show, yeah, of course I show that one. Follow Google, yeah. The tower is far above center frame where he has the line. What was that, madam? Oh, Gary.
Same thing. His eye level here isn't even close to the mark he put on the tower.
And again, Gary, that's why I didn't use this, because even though they're probably just about here, it's not 100% correct, Gary. Sorry.
Tommy,
yeah, Gary.
you have a problem.
Nope.
What happened here? This is out of your video.
Yeah, again, this is probably when I went something like this to find the right photo of something. Yeah, sure. I have plenty of photos. Maybe use this one. Or, hey Gary, take a screenshot of that. Use it like you want to. Sure. But this is why I can't have that lens and focus on the water and the lighthouse at the same time. I see the cursor moving there, don't I? I see the cursor here. Yeah, the cursor isn't important. Dora, hey! Tusk. The last picture isn't cropped, is Thomas. Doesn't matter, Gary. I didn't use this one for anything. I never used this. Thanks, Insider. Yeah?
So here again is one of the clips I showed from his video.
Gary! What the actual fuck are you doing? Normally I don't swear on my own channel, but... What the actual fuck? Click play in the video. We'll get your uncropped picture. Uncropped, that doesn't count, Gary. I can crop it as I want, or you as I want, but this has nothing to do with cropping. Yeah, Gary, I swore. This is not a photo that I use for anything. Again, probably just flickering through some photos to find something while playing the video. And I have lots of photos here that I didn't use for anything. So, dishonest. Yeah, thanks, Insider. I'm going to find that clip. I have the perfect clip for that one. Thanks. I'll play that later. There. I had that ready. Because true, Gary, Isle of Wight. It's enough to make a saint swear. Let's continue.
It's just the normal size now. I expanded it out so you could see it a little easier. As you can see, the eye level.
Now it's window in window, windowception. This photo is one of his videos. It's a screenshot. Yeah, Gary, doesn't matter. This isn't for nothing. This is, again, I raised the camera above the waterline.
Level is right at the water line.
A few seconds back.
Normal size now. I expanded it out so you could see it a little easier. As you can see, the eye level is right at the water line.
No! Gary, it isn't. Hell no! The eye level here is not at the waterline. You can see here. Gary, you're complaining with the first photo back here somewhere. I'm gonna go, yeah, that one you can see in the corner. That one wasn't 100%. And now, are you going to use this one to tell me that I'm wrong? Oh yes, I did, Gary. I mentioned that I raised the camera. I also showed a video of it. I'm going to do that as soon as this is over. But Gary, if you don't accept that one down in the corner there, why are you using this for... Play back a few seconds again. Sorry guys. This is... His excuses are pathetic. No, Gary. This isn't eye level. By far.
Clips I showed from his video. It's just the normal size now. I expanded it out so you could see it a little easier. As you can see, the eye level is right at the water line.
Wow.
It's at the bottom part of the island there.
It's at the bottom part of the island there. Gary, I raised the camera. The water level is down here. If you draw that line, it's not eye level. It's downwards. Simple geometry, Gary. Red herring, too strong for me. I don't do all these folders. I don't any idea what it is. Eye level is at the waterline here. Cursor again, you can see, yeah. That waterline or that waterline, Gary? Sorry. Oh dear Lord! The eye level has nothing to do with his water tubes because it doesn't have them lined up correctly. On purpose, he didn't even notice. Gary, this is not the photo I have been using. Insider, if you do that, you lose your color and your wrench. Sorry. I'm gonna kick you out. Oh dear. Oh. I'm gonna play a little clip now. You said something about disingenuous there. I'm gonna find it. There. And however, I don't know if you can hear this one. I don't know how the sound works here. I'm going to check on Discord on OBS. Let's see if the sound plays.
You disingenuous, dense motherfucker!
Yeah, that's about it, Gary. I think he covered most of it. Please let me know if you heard that or not. Oof. Yeah, insider. Because of, yeah. Oh dear Lord, Gary. His camera would only have to change by a millimeter or two. Again, Gary, wait a few minutes. I'm going to show it right after this. Loud and clear, thanks. Disingenuous, dense motherfucker.
Well below where he marks out eye level on the lighthouse.
Yeah, Gary, because you have used the wrong photo. Because the photo is in his favorite. Now, too strong for me. That's a bit of a stretch. Gary Graham, another Gary. Now there's two Garys against one. Yay!
In this picture, you really can't see the turbines, but they're back there.
Yeah, I can.
And they're above the water line.
They're above the water line, yeah, because they're below me. See that, Gary? The water is below me. I raised the camera, so the water is below me. The turbines are still there, also below me. The turbines didn't all of a sudden pop up here where it would be on the flat earth. On the flat earth, they would be higher than the lighthouse. I showed that in my models already.
Which means they're not below your eye level.
Yes, by far.
Tommy, I tried to tell...
Gary! The Emperor has no clothes. Sorry, Gary, your ass must be blue by now.
Tell you this. You didn't listen. I told you your water tubes are inaccurate.
Yeah, this is inaccurate, Gary. This is how inaccurate looks. And again, I never used this photo for anything. Oh. Where did Tommy measure his 1 centimeter and show everybody that he did? I have showed the video, Gary. Stop sleeping in class. And again, wait a few minutes and I'll show it again.
I asked you to just simply level your camera, zoom in and out.
I also did that, Gary. Again, it's in a video somewhere. I have done it. And I will show it after this.
Everybody would be able to tell where the center frame was.
Center frame has nothing to do with anything, Gary. Even though when it's accurate level, somehow, yeah, but if I have eye level up here or down here, it doesn't matter. I also shown that. So center frame, Gary, is absolutely pointless. Sorry.
There would have been no mistakes. You could have showed it level.
You could have showed it level. I haven't done anything but shown it level, Gary. Sorry, dinner again. This is something I never used. Yeah, Gary, stop shouting. After this, there's little over 1 minute left. After this, I'm going to show you.
Could have showed what it did when you zoomed in or zoomed out.
Zooming doesn't change anything, Gary. When I do from that 100, to 400, that doesn't make anything out in the distance pop up and down. That's not how zooming works. Sorry, zooming isn't magic.
Everybody would have saw it. But instead you resorted to trickery.
Trickery! Guys in the chat here, guys and gals, not so many gals, I saw Dora, but yeah. Is this that Gary shows here trickery or not? One for trickery, 2 for not trickery. Is this trickery or not?
I'm sure you realize how hard it is to get your
Oh guys, I'm speaking of the photo he's using now, not mine.
camera level with water tubes. And to have it...
What did he say right there? Sorry guys, I don't know how to turn it back in a few seconds.
You realize how hard it is to get your camera level with water tubes.
Yeah? Not really that hard, but again, Gary, you can see here, this is totally out of whack. I never used this one. Gary just accused of trickery. Deception, yeah, serious. I don't take Gary serious anymore. Gary, for the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th time, right after this. Wait for it.
Tubes. And to have it accurate. And just a little mistake changes where you see that water level.
Yeah, that here, Gary, is a big mistake. This isn't a small mistake, this is a big mistake. No, it's not a nervous laugh, Gary. Damage control, yay! IB Hunter, hello! Yeah, I'm his biggest fan. He's my biggest fan, yeah. I'm not his fan, he's my biggest fan, yeah.
In relation to the background. If you're a little bit below it, nobody's gonna know.
Yes, Gary. Everybody sees and knows here that I'm a bit above that waterline. That's pretty damn clear.
But it's gonna make the background appear at a different place in the picture in relation to that.
Yeah, of course it will. As in here, where I'm above the waterline. And I'm looking down at the water, so that line goes downwards and it points at the sea level. Fred Knotts, hey, that's how geometry works, Gary. Adam L. Approve, yeah.
If you're right at the surface, this is what you're gonna see. It's gonna be at the horizon.
No, Gary. It never is at the horizon if done correctly. And again, this is not correct.
Distance. Well, anyhow.
Gary, why are you repeating this time after time? You said it now like 10 times about raising and lowering. I said I'll show it right after this. We got a few seconds left of this video. I said I will show it after this. Why do you still keep on parroting yourself? Seriously, Gary.
I hope Tommy enjoys this video.
Yeah, great comedy. Bad sense of humor, yeah, but great comedy, by all means.
Be interesting to see what he has to say.
I think I said pretty much about it now. You're using the wrong photos. Hey. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Hey, look at that nice sunset. Yeah. All the sun shining beneath the clouds and all. Gary, did you see my last video? You didn't comment on that one, my sunset. Let's see if I can just do open iPhone photos all the way to the bottom, and I'm going to find this one, just a little what do you call it when you something and you take a straight left and talks about something else. Yeah, Gary, you have corpuscular rays from beneath those clouds and shining up to these clouds, and there are some corpuscular rays here. This is taken by my iPhone, my old iPhone. I didn't use this here, or else this would be a hell of a lot better quality. But yeah, I mean 5-6 years old iPhone SE, and that's not the camera of the year. But talking about sunsets, Gary, I think this is a great one. Yeah, for the 11th time, Gary, I'm going to show that raising and lowering of that camera. Damn, you're... Ooh. Really going for it now. Was that the end? "13 seconds of the trash can." That's, yeah. Interesting. Why don't you see a trash can? Holy smoke, guys. Over here. Close that bitch. Yeah. Now. First of all, Gary, I never used any of those photos in my videos. You can even see here a little bit wrong, and it's not right. Yeah, you can see it. And if you tilt it, it doesn't matter how you tilt anything. The camera can be all over the place. That doesn't change what happens out here. So the direction, the way the camera is pointing, as long as the center point of the frame of the lens here is at the same place, you can do whatever you want, and nothing changes inside the frame. If you do this, something changes. If you do that, nothing changes inside the frame. So, oh dear. Let's find that video. Probably this one here. Let's see. VLC over here. There they are pretty much lined up. Focusing stuff. I'm not sure if this is the right one. It's been a while. That sunrise, it was damn beautiful out there. So I just focused. You can see here, Gary, it's impossible to focus on both at the same time. It's impossible. Let's see what I'm doing here. Some shaking. Yeah, that's the zooming part and tilting part. And while zooming, you can still see out here the turbines. And this isn't perfect, so I never used this. This isn't lined up 100%, but it's still, yeah. That was the zooming part. Nothing happens out in the distance. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You can see there it's not... pause, damn it. It's not 100% correct lined up because I'm shaking about and stuff. So this isn't 100%. This is just for show. Eye level is center frame. Gary. Again with a bit of... seriously, Gary, this is old. This was old before I started this 3 years ago. Yeah, Gary, eye level is not center frame. Here eye level is bottom frame. Here eye level is top frame. So eye level is not center frame. Sorry, Gary, that's not how it works. Eye level is still here. I tilted the camera, but yeah. So eye level is still at the same place. Sorry, Gary. Eye level has nothing to do with center frame. Let's continue to see what I did here. If this is the right one. What did you see, Gary? He wasn't trying to find the right photo, he's making a bullshit. Yeah, Carl. It's magic. This is probably after the lifting and racing. Or is it here? Probably here. You can see here, it's not lined up. This is not 100%. So here I'm moving all around. There. Now I'm lifting the camera. This is what happens. Now the water level is going down in the frame. Now the camera is above the water. Just gonna tighten it and focus out. Now, in the background, there. Of course the water line has moved inside the frame, but still the turbines are below my eye level because I'm looking down at the water in front of me. Again, Gary, Simple geometry. Turbines never move. And I'm going to loosen the tripod again. I'm going to lower it. When you see all of this shaking, this is tiny bit of shaking, and out there, of course, everything moves like hell. But inside a 400mm zoom, this is just tiny movements. Cropping doesn't matter, Gary, sorry. Zooming a bit again, nothing happens. Zooming in, nothing happens. Same all over again. Yeah. Turbines are still there, Gary. They don't pop up and down, sorry. Interesting. Gary, that was me moving the camera up and down. I have another one about that. Let me see. Oops, sorry, but wrong button. Here. Let's see what it did here. I'm just gonna check the length of it. 4 seconds. Again, this is on tilting and zooming and everything, and I really don't see anything happening out there, Gary. The turbines are in the same place, and now I'm tilting it upwards. Still nothing magic happening here. I just did, Gary. Last video, 2 minutes ago. I raised the camera. I lowered the camera. 2 minutes ago, Gary. Please. And it's back again. Did something happen to the stream there? I just saw the buffering. Oof. You need to wake up, Gary. I just showed that not more than 2-3 minutes ago. I lowered and raised the camera. The reason you didn't see it because it didn't happen really much in there. Let's do that one more time, just for you.
There.
Nope, that one. Wasn't it that one?
And I try now to move the camera a bit up and a bit down, and it really doesn't make any difference out there.
Yeah. Gary, that last comment of yours there, I pushed the wrong button. Try again. Where did I put that? This one, of course. And my VLC player is messing up. There. So, Gary, do you see this one now? Here it is probably just a tiny bit above. You can see here. Here I'm changing it. Now I'm lowering it. So now it's below. This is below. You can see it's below. This is me lowering the camera by 1 centimeter or something. So here it was higher and here it was lower. Oh dear, Gary. But one thing I just didn't understand. Move it over here. One more. If I had knew this was happening, I would have prepared. But as I said, I didn't see this video before now. So I just need to dig up the right photos. That one is in there, I think. And now again, Gary, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to switch through these photos to find the right one. So don't use any of this as an example for anything. I'm just going to find the right one. Yeah, this one. This one, Gary. Now I can use it all as I want. This is the photo I use to show that my eye level is right there. Now the water is lining up, and now it's just about where it was in my first time with a green tube. So this one, ta-da! All yours, Gary. Not this video, Gary. Not that video, but one video before, an earlier one. Because you shouted to me about that all the time when I got back there I should do it. So I did. So you can have something to cry about and I can have something to show you wrong with. Simple as that. But this is the photo I used. This is shot with a 24 70mm lens. So I can get both of them kind of in focus. Yeah. I can line it up here, Gary. So, there. Gary, please, take a screenshot of this. Use that for something. Maybe make a drawing or something. I don't know. Where did I put that chisel? Yeah, I don't have a picture of that drawing here, but I could show you. So, yeah, Gary, if that was something to show me wrong for, please use the right photos next time. I can go for here. This, again, that's the photo I use for my eye level, Gary. Do you see any problems with this one? Thanks, Fred. Gary, is there a problem with this photo? The one that I just had here. This one. Is there a problem for you here, Gary? Using that one. And then the line. By using that line, now I don't see the white part of the lighthouse. It's barely visible here. But by using that one, I can do that just about. It's not 100% the same as last time. Again, not 100%, because the old one was just about here. So, yeah, I guess that makes the Earth flat. Because of reasons. Yeah, Insider. That's probably it. Oof. But Gary, seriously, this is so old. It's been months and months and months since I was here last time. Now we're digging this up again. Is it just for attention? I can do this now because I had no more video. Oh. Gary denies mirrors work as well. Yeah, you just cracked them, I guess. But again, Gary, I never used any of those where the water was above or below here. Yeah. Again, Gary, I used it to show the difference between raising and lowering the camera. That's it. I never used anything like that to show level. Sorry. And I didn't say, stop crying, I didn't say anything about lowering and raising the camera. How am I lying, Gary? How am I lying? Is this lying? This is the photo I used lying, Gary. Is this lying? Oh dear. Do you see the water line? Hey, Gary. It's lined up to each other. Didn't twice is going to the end of the world. Twice I still to use the camera and then switch. Well, it doesn't make any difference, Gary. It really doesn't make any difference. If I have the camera like this or like this, it doesn't matter. I showed that just a few minutes ago. Again, Gary. Oh, there. A level camera doesn't mean anything at all. It doesn't make any difference at all. Eye level will always be eye level as long as you have something to shoot it over. A point of reference, like a water tube. It's not level. Yeah. So, oh dear. Center frame is not pointless on a level camera. Just so it didn't, Gary, sorry. Center frame has nothing to do with anything. I also showed that the first time I was at the end of the world. Let's go back here. End of the world. Nei, andre gangen. Second time. It's a bit Norwegian. Norwegian. Third time. Third time lucky. Yeah. Let's go back to that one. Let's see if there's any changes here, Gary. Here you have pretty much, damn that inner, pretty much center frame, pretty much. Turbines are below that. Let's see here, just have a point of reference. The roof of the house there is the hub height of that turbine. Still is about the hub height. Yeah, still about hub height. Oh there, it tilted. Still about hub height. House, hub height. Yeah. Up here, about same. Same. Yeah. Point the camera any way you want, Gary. It really doesn't matter. Let's just do this one more time.
You disingenuous, dense motherfucker!
I think he says it all. That just about covers it. And here I was waiting for a drawing. Oh dear. What is 2 years? Can be 2 more years. Just 3 or 4 lines on a piece of paper. Yeah, Fred Knotts is a dead horse. I haven't bothered with Gary for a few months now, really. But this is just, yeah. Oof. Tragic. My photo is his photo. No, Gary, it's not your photo. It's your screenshot. It's not your photo. For something to have a photo, you have to photograph it. Windows print screen is not photo. It's a screenshot. There's a difference. How am I lying, Gary? I never used that to have the eye level. Never. I never used that for eye level. And you see when I have water like that, That's not eye level. Yeah, I think that was just does it. As I said about midstream here, after this I'm going to record 2 quick videos. One short channel update and one invitation, may I call it. I'm not going to post them right away, probably tomorrow or something. Oh, yeah. Gary, seriously, if you're going to try to show me wrong, at least use the right photos. You can't show me wrong by using the wrong photos. As all of you flat arts do, you try to prove the globe wrong by not using the globe. That's not how it works. Sorry. Yeah, Tusk. That's how it works. He is desperate. Desperate for attention. Nobody will know we're perfectly lined up. Well, again, didn't you see the last one? Which the one I actually used. The one I used is lined up. Show us how it's clear. You saw it. The water is like that. Or like that. That should probably show it all. In the one I used, it's like that. Gowy, gowy, gowy. Oof, yeah. So, that line is not going downwards. Well, as long as I have the water line behind it, over it, it's going down. That's not your eye level. I think that's about it. Gary, again, I'm still waiting for that drawing to show how this happens on a flat surface. Yeah, 2 years now. You should seriously be able to do it. I was really, really hoping for it was here now. And you let me down again. Oh dear. Actually, you said twice a year ago or something that you already had done that drawing. You said it twice. So I guess you're lying. You're not a man of your words, Gary. Sorry. Yeah, patient Slim, yeah. So, I'm going to shut down this now. I need to get some fluids hydrated. My mouth is dry. So, thanks for sticking by, everybody. 42 viewers. Yeah, 42. Pretty much, Gary, IOW. Hell will freeze over. Thanks, everybody. So, thanks for sticking by. And again, 2 short videos, probably post them tomorrow. Thank you for watching, everybody. See you next time. Bye-bye. End stream and end.